Hello, friends.
But
Today it's bots.
But
Bottoms.
So I have a new ability that I don't think I can take because I'm not really playing Vivian as terribly arcane focused. But I have to tell you about it because it's very funny. Okay? I'm just going to read the effect line. Nothing else. I'm just going to read the first line of the effect line, okay? Target is banished to the Feywild, save ends.
Oh.
he's just gone?
Gone. Target is... You know what the best part is? That's the effect line, so even if I miss the damage roll, bye. I don't have any justification for taking that, but I almost feel like I have to, you know? It's so good.
It's very entertaining.
Mm-hmm. How's it going? You happy?
Yep.
He wants to do the recap.
If I may. So a bunch of adventurers got lost in the darkness, and then we all found each other in the same darkness. We all got separated from a bunch of other people, and the other people I don't know that we're gone, and they can't really hear us, and they can't really understand anything that we say. So if we meet some other people, they don't understand anything that we say. And then we found a town, and the town kind of sucks. But they're like, "Hey, you should make the town better." And we're like, "Well, no, we actually want to leave." But then we couldn't leave because we kept on going back to the town. So now I guess we're gonna try and make the town suck less. But then we went now around, and we tried to find a thing, and then we walked and went to the darkness again, and then we found a place where there was a book, and there was a bunch of undead that were trying to guard the book, and other undead that were trying to kill the book, and I don't really know why they were fighting, but we kind of got in the middle of the gang war and stabbed a bunch of people, which is really hard when they're undead because your knife kind of goes through them, but we still stabbed them anyways, and it just kind of made it work, you know? And then we took the book with us, and then we went back to the town again because we couldn't go anywhere else. We tried going somewhere else, but it just put us back to the town, so we went back to the town again, and then we walked around there for a little bit, and then when we left the town again, we found a bunch of bandits, and we made friends with the bandits by stabbing them a lot, and then, well, we stabbed one of the bandits and became friends with the rest of them because that bandit guy kind of sucked, so then we talked to them, and they were friendly, and now we went, and then we saw an old lady, and the old lady likes to make cakes, and she's pretty cool. But then we left, and then we found a bunch of dwarves, but the dwarves were dead. But the dwarves made statues, and the statues were not dead. Well, they were kind of dead because they're statues. They weren't really alive, but I think they were kind of more dead than alive. But either way, they weren't dead enough, so we had to make them more dead.
That was a very good recap.
Amazing.
Sorry.
It was like hearing one of those extended boas from Sprig.
Oh my god, it kind of was.
Hmm?
I said it kind of was.
The what now?
The extended bois.
Oh.
The ones where Sprig doesn't breathe.
Why would you breathe? Breathing is optional.
For Sprig, it seems to be.
Yeah. No, that is my Couchsark recap. I will do this whenever asked to.
I mean, it did cover pretty much everything. Just
I mean, it really did, right? I don't think we left anything out.
I don't think you brought up the bandits, but... Yeah.
I did.
You don't brought bandits.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have missed that.
We made friends
Maybe
with them by
not-
stabbing them.
Maybe not the first
Oh,
one.
One of them.
okay.
It's just the one that everyone hated.
Yeah, he was a butthole.
Yeah, he sucked.
And our new
Barely
boss.
I barely got to even see the guy.
Well, I think the important thing now is that we have an entire room of loot to loot.
Yay!
Several rooms of loot to loot.
Heck yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I think that our interaction with that old bandit boss was perfectly summed up at the end when Jade was like, "Did we get his name?"
Nope.
And it's like, in Bucket's response, it's just like, "Nope, no, you did not."
Oh, well. So, Bucket, I have a question for you. Because now's a very good time to ask this question. Actually,
Yes.
a couple days ago would have been the best time to ask it, but that's kind of off the table for now, so I'm asking it now.
Okay.
Like it or not, 4th edition is a gear and loot focused system. Making sure the party gets an appropriate amount of loot so they can be upgrading things periodically is kind of core to the design. Do you want item wish lists from us?
Yes, actually, that would be very useful.
Okay, because I made a wish list, and I'm sending it to you now. I'm actually just gonna put it in the group chat in case anybody wants ideas, I guess.
I will have a lot to look through.
I have separated it into rituals and items, both of which are valuable. Because I've DM'd 4th edition, and I know how useful this is. And I will now promptly forget about everything that I asked for, so anything that you give me will be new and exciting.
Yay!
The only caveat is that I will not be using any armor other than I have what I have now, unless you find something very cool for me.
But if you want to know the contents of all the tombs, 2,500 gold. Throwing hammer that is a +1 throwing hammer rather. I believe that makes it return, correct?
Yep. Any magical, any enchantment makes it return, except for masterwork, which is not technically an enchantment. But yes.
And we can discuss what the loot is when I can get like a wish list from everyone. That would make a lot more sense.
So what I did is I looked at current level and +2 levels, just for ideas, and then anytime we level up, I'll look forward 2 levels in the future and see if there's anything there that I want and append it to there. That said, a lot of older armor pieces are still very valuable, even though if they're lower level, just because, sometimes you just got enchantments you want,
Mm-hmm. But you can just add the gold as gold. They're mostly like baubles and whatever, but I assume it's just gonna be sold at a store somewhere.
How many money?
2,500.
So that should be 625 per person?
I believe so, yeah.
And then various magic items, which we will discuss at the at some other time.
My gold count is going to explode. So I have 747 gold.
Yay!
You said 625?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
$6.25.
Okay, if it's 625 per person, that brings my gold count to 760.
800.
I am at 1,095.
I have half a pound of weight limit now.
Not bad for somebody who spent most of his starting money on bread that he gave away immediately.
Yeah.
Not bad for somebody who doesn't have starting money.
Yay!
Yeah, loot all the stuff. Can't move because the game's paused, but...
Oh, game auto pause. I forget.
Loot, 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 loot.
I will have to look through all the cool items that can be looked through.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot.
I will probably like give you guys something like distance throwing stars and something nice on a throwing hammer, just because that would give you guys a better ranged option without having to like fetch your weapons every time you throw them.
I got knives. I'm not too worried.
I can just throw one enemy at another one.
That's true.
That's also very funny. That means you should do it more.
Yeah, the main reason I didn't think of trying that last time was because most of the time we were just funneling them through a closed door.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm taking this one because it's funny. Okay, figured it out.
I grabbed.
I'm now
more
even
power.
better at setting things on fire.
Nice.
Yay!
And that was pretty good to start.
I guess I'm going to use one of my short rests.
Anytime you spend a healing... if you spend a healing surge when you're, vibing, you can add numbers to it, by the way.
How many numbers?
5 many numbers.
I didn't need to 5 many numbers, but it was useful.
Yeah.
So one healing surge plus that means I'm now only missing 1 HP.
Anytime you spend healing surges out of combat and I'm around, you get to add my charisma to it. Well, Bucket,
Yes.
what's happening?
Well, are you leaving the crypts?
I mean, you haven't told us about anything else of note in here, so I guess.
Other than a bunch of dead dwarves? No, not much. You looted them.
And then I reckon that we are.
We already did the reckon.
This is on you, Bucket.
Just waiting for
Why?
everyone to be on the map.
Okay.
The map is loading.
What?
The map was loading.
Okay.
As you leave the Dwarven tomb, you are now more laden with gold and items. As you continue to, I believe, Cobblestone.
Oh, wherever the darkness lets us go, yeah.
As you travel, is there anything you're particularly looking out for, other than just the other than Cobblestone itself?
I mean, we encountered the bandits, so I don't have what to look for.
Nope.
Yeah. Just points of interest if they stand out, but really just cobblestone.
Just vibing.
In that case, we can just fast travel. Blah blah blah. Just if there's nothing you're really interested in finding or looking for. And we can do more random encounters, but as you travel down to Cobblestone, you notice that it feels like your journey is a lot shorter than it ought to be. As you find yourself at one of the many entryways to Cobblestone. Everyone loaded?
Yep.
Yes.
The blue embers of the fire glow with, filling the corridor with a creepy consistency. The tunnel leads into the side of a mountain and is guarded by 2 kobolds.
I was waiting for everyone to load it, and I was going to do an intro.
You can talk while things are loading. It's okay.
Well, yes, exactly what Jade said. Above the door, there is in gold letters, Cobblestone Customs. The guards look at you, but don't say anything. It seems this is just run-of-the-mill, everyday tasks for them. As you enter the door, you are... Oh. Guys,
Should I not have done that?
Oh no, I just saw healing, so I wasn't sure if something went wrong or something. As you enter the door, you are greeted by the sight of many individuals. There is a cacophony of conversation. It's hard to follow any string of conversation next to another. However, there seems to be a very harried Dragonborn sitting at a desk, filling out papers and interviewing individuals.
Hello.
Hello. He looks at you. How can I help you?
Having a brain moment.
We would like to request entry into Cobblestone.
Do you have your papers?
Papers?
Entry papers, documentation, passport, that kind of stuff?
I'm just going to, look over at Vivian.
I've got mine. I don't know about you guys. Then yeah, I have travel papers, so I'll show travel papers. They are identifications. They authorize travel across the nation. Anywhere that respects Orem would respect it.
And I suppose
He
these
has
are
your
with you
papers.
then?
I suppose.
Do you have anything to declare? Any magical weapons that might be a little bit spicy?
No, not from my end.
Head to the large door to your right behind you.
All right. Oh, any restrictions on armor?
Oh, no restrictions on armor. As long as it's
Okay.
not cursed or filled by blood magic, it's fine.
That's fair.
As you enter the room, you notice there are piles upon piles of junk. Possibly contraband or possibly lost and found. There is an instruction on the wall to stand on the rune.
I'm only one of my feet is on the rune.
Oh no.
Oh, that's...
As the worker, why won't the work? I can't select the worker. As the worker instructs you all to just stand still. As he runs over and pushes a button, and there's a blue blue light, and he just looks your way. He's like, "Oh, okay, you can pass."
Thank you.
Yay!
As I move you over to cobblestone,
Oh,
or at least
no.
one of the.
Wah. 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 Wah.
It's working. It's working. Wah, 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 wah.
Wow.
Shortly after your travels through the tunnels or the hallway, you find yourself in what looks to be a staging area full of cargo and supplies.
Are there any indications of which way the town is?
Then there is an indicator above the doors calling the area in Warren 15. It would be the doors to your east and your south.
What do they say?
Entry to Warren 15. Hi, Val.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Oops. That was a bad habit. Someone raided me.
Oh, hello. Also, I can't
Hey,
step my
hi.
character.
Why?
Same. Can still move using the keyboard at least.
I can't.
Oh,
Try reloading the page.
Why does
Ooh, that sounds dangerous.
that is strange. But you can't select your characters.
I had that happen a couple times, and sometimes it's just a sync error or something.
Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey, meow.
Yeah.
That was startling. If you're all loaded up and you can freely explore as you wish.
I like this door. Ka-chunk. Let us look. Maybe we can find a jewel crafter or someone similar.
As you exit the room, you enter a large cavernous zone. There are many large burning torches, or wait, is everyone on the aisle, or did you specifically hold shift to move their egg? I'm making sure I was making sure the map wasn't offset, because I saw egg just on random.
Yeah.
I've noticed that a few times with egg just being like halfway between tiles.
I mean, they
Yeah,
are a
I
monk
use shift
though,
a
so
lot.
like it kind of tracks, you know.
I use shift a lot when I'm not in combat.
Mm-hmm.
I will confine myself to tiles when we go fight.
Don't you dare.
Go and stand on this post. No, I don't.
Is Shinrato here?
I'm here. Did I not say something?
Well, not
Yeah, I heard
Shinrato,
you.
but Soul. Is Soul here?
I am just now loaded in again.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back. We missed you.
Sorry.
But as you exit the area or exit the room, you notice there is a large number of blue braziers lighting up the caverns. They seem to be smokeless and of magical origin.
So is this a ledge?
These are all ledges, yes. I couldn't get a transparent thing because what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a layered map, but
I looked down.
that you look down.
Yep.
Before you is a cavernous expanse. It seems to go on forever. A bottomless pit.
Interesting.
An expanseless chasm. Nope, nothing to note there.
Hello, worker person.
Oh, hello?
Do you know of any people that work with shiny rocks or as jewel crafters in the area?
Not really. There's one guy that does stuff with jewels, I think.
Okay. Do you know where he is?
Not really.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, Bucket, is
Nope.
there meant to be a door right here?
A door right where?
Right next to where I am.
Not every
Am I
building
right?
has stuff inside of them because there's a lot of buildings. Just too much.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to
this-
check.
Yeah. Map's a bit work in progress right now.
Hey, she.
Just kind of explored.
As you enter the store, there's a small kobold that looks at you. Who are you? I've never seen you before. Are you new around town?
Coming through town, looking for a goldsmith.
Goldsmith? I don't think we have one of those in this war.
Goldsmith, jewel crafter, person who works with shiny rocks even.
Kobold born without a goldsmith? Sounds very odd. What happened to the last one?
Oh, well, we let other warrens handle that. We have several warrens nearby.
Which warren are they in? Do you know?
I'm not really sure.
Farewell.
This is not the first time that I've done this with Vivian either.
store clerk looks rather confused, but goes on his merry way.
Oh, tavern.
Well, here we can get something useful.
You enter a loud, rowdy scene as you enter into the tavern. There are several patrons, and most of them kobolds, but you see among them there is a few dragonborn and several humans.
What's for lunch, barkeep?
Potatoes?
How do you
Ham?
make them?
We boil them and then we add ham.
Simple and good. I'll have some of that. How many wardens are in this place?
Quite a few. Excuse me.
You okay?
I'm okay. Oh, choked a little bit.
Stop dying.
Ooh.
Last I checked, it was more than 100.
Oh.
Cobblestone's a huge place.
Well, I'm looking for a jeweler or a goldsmith. You know, have any clue where to start? Which wardens are more dedicated for mercantile or crafting, or... Tell me how you organize things here.
Well, I mean, we're mostly residential here. It's a place to live, you know?
Yeah.
I know there's a kook over, like somewhere around town that's been messing around with some kind of crystals.
More looking for someone who's making jewelry and polishing them than just, you know, magic playing with them.
Oh, okay.
Someone who works with gems could be worth selling our crystals to, though.
Yeah.
Goroth would walk over to Vivian. It's like, as much as I hate to say, I feel like that kook he mentioned might be the only reason we were allowed to get here.
How do you figure?
Well, we only heard about this place because of when we got those crystals. When those kobolds that were getting them mentioned where they were from, is one of the few places we heard.
Mm-hmm.
And now, there is some kook who is messing around with crystals in this place, despite otherwise seeming to have nothing to do with the crystals that we collected.
Well, either that or we found the local crystal lady who's just like, you know, collects them and thinks that they align chakras or whatnots.
I would prefer if you were right, but in our current circumstances, I get a bit wary about anything we're told, even if it would normally be something I would pay no attention to.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Though honestly, I think we should try to find a mercantile wing in this area. If we can find something that's a bit more... commercial, you know? I'd feel more comfortable, at least. This feels like we've entered in someone else's home, more than we've entered a town.
Yes, I
But-
can see that.
But the potatoes aren't half bad, so... Bit on the salty side, but delicious.
That's the ham!
That will do it.
Fantastic.
I would also like some potatoes.
They serve you some potatoes.
So, I eat some food. So, how do we find the crazy crystal lady?
That is a good question. Did we get any direction on where they were from the bartender?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Just that there was one, which is about as useful as a backpack on a mosquito.
I have never heard that phrase before.
Have you ever seen a backpack on a mosquito?
I suppose I have not.
Well, there you have it.
I cannot argue with that.
Okay. Fine. Fine. Go back up to the bar, go up next to this kobold here. And I'm going to inquire where the crazy crystal lady is, in a voice loud enough that maybe the bartender can overhear and maybe remember something.
What do you mean, crazy crystal lady?
Well, I heard some rumors that there's someone who works with crystals around here. Just trying to get a handle on where they are.
All I know is there's someone that's been playing around with those weird, like, crystal things.
Yeah, yes, where? Where at? Are they behind
I
you?
don't know.
Are they in this room?
I don't think so.
No, okay. Do they wear a hat?
I mean, I don't know this person. If anything, I just search around.
Do you know anyone that... Who told you about him?
I mean, everyone knows that they just have crystals.
Everyone knows who has crystals.
Hang on a second. I need to find my notes again.
Well then, have we found the crystals yet? The crystal lady is whomst we seeks.
Have we found the dark crystal?
The dark crystal!
Dark crystal. Oh no.
The chartreuse crystal.
I don't know. I think they're from east of town.
Oh, so they have a town now. Eastletown, okay.
No,
Is that in this
east
warren?
East of this town.
Oh, so there's an east of the town now. Okay. Well, that gives us
always-
something. Thank you. I just say to Burl, if we make it out of this without stabbing any kobolds, this is going to be nothing less than a miracle.
Wee.
They are funny little creatures,
More like infuriating.
but not the most informative.
Vivian, you encounter two guards in front of a large gate. They
Hey,
pay very little attention to you. Oh, until you start speaking to them, I suppose.
is this east?
East of where?
Someone said there's another area east of town where we can find a crystal worker. Hoping to find east, but I'm a bit turned around in here.
This is the main gate to the fortress areas. I don't think you are meant to be here.
Alright, thanks for your time. Whoosh.
Hello.
Wait, what?
The kobold turns around as you barge into his workshop.
Are you
Who
a
are
kook?
you?
My name is Burrow. We are looking for a kook who enjoys crystals.
I enjoy crystals, but I don't think I'm a kook.
I will look elsewhere then. Thank you for your time. I'm sorry.
No, I like what you think. If that's not the right answer, I feel like it should be. Are these the same crystals that we have in our inventory?
Yes, they are.
All right. So, sir, what are these crystals used for, if you don't mind me asking?
Why do you need to know?
Because we have a windfall of them, and we don't know what to do with them.
Well, they contain a large amount of positive energy, that's all I know. I've been experimenting with them because they're possibly one of the greatest technologies we can use. For healing,
Is
at
that
least.
so? How do you use them, if you don't mind me asking? Spare the technical side, mind, but just to do it in broad
Well,
strokes.
One way you can use them is you crush them up and put them into potions. It boosts the healing potential by quite a bit.
Just raw light energy and enhances it? Does it need to be filtered or enchanted in some way? Interesting.
Crushed small enough, it just simply dissolves.
Wait, these crystals dissolve in water?
When powdered and when crushed, finely enough, that they seem to.
Interesting. We have noticed that on contact, they created a slightly euphoric feeling. Is that also true with you on as a kobold?
I think it's true with everyone that touches the crystals.
They even seem to stimulate growth in my roots.
Oh, I did not notice this feeling.
Very nice.
I mean, I suppose that if you're growing from the crystals, it's whatever you are mixed with positive energy could just simply flourish. But why are you in my workshop?
You know, you're right. Sorry about the intrusion. Just was curious if there's anything there that we needed to know about him. You have a good day. I gesture for them to come outside. I go into the nook, lean against a wall, and say, "We're not getting anywhere with this."
I mean, we
If
found
these-
out about one potential use for these crystals, but
Yeah, but that's not anything new, though. We've already known that much. Just... Kobolds scarce even know their own warren. No proper commercial district. What are we doing here, guys?
Apparently not.
I don't know.
Not finding a whole lot.
Yeah.
I expected a little bit more.
Mhm.
This was a scant lead at best, but even knowing that, it's been a bit disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, with so little to pull out of it, why did whatever it is that seems to guide us where we are allow us to come here and not somewhere vastly more important?
Well, think I know one way to find out.
I do think intent seems to matter.
Alright, Vivian, I'll bite. What is this idea of yours?
Do you trust me?
You've given no reason for me not to yet.
I glance around at the others.
I've no reason not to.
I trust you.
Hand me the book.
You've given me more reason.
Goroth would hand her the book.
Vivian will casually walk up and toss the book into the fire. If something wanted us to collect this and we let it burn, then they're gonna have to come explain themselves to us. If this is important to them, then, well, we owe them no favors, right?
True enough. Hopefully it's worth enough of their time that they give us some form of answer.
Mm-hmm.
And you toss it into the fire.
Oh, yeah, no, I did that before I opened my mouth. I asked to go out for the book, walked up here, tossed it in the fire, then spoke.
There's a loud screeching sound that is emitted from the book. There's a dark, horrific, inky smoke comes out of it. But otherwise, you're unharmed.
Well, let's say we head back to ever there.
Works for me. Following leads here is circular at best.
Well, I figured I might as well look around, finish looking around.
Yeah, and honestly, we could probably might as well stay the evening here. Scarce reason not to, since we've made the trip, but... Sorry.
Oh, no,
I
it's
suspect that we'll have a very angry dreamer tonight. You know what I mean?
locked. Yes.
But maybe that will give us an answer. And if it doesn't, we've lost nothing. Maybe someone else lost something off this bargain, but we haven't. That's just a home. I would, if I note that it's a home, I would just glance in, then keep on moving.
It's literally just a home.
Yeah, I'm not gonna harass people in their home.
Locked door.
Yeah, seems to be the size of it. Didn't even find a proper inn. Might be stars for us. I don't think that tavern had any cots.
Oops. I'm totally not actually jumping into the abyss.
Jumped into the abyss.
We could still use the waning hours of the day to seek out a goldsmith or something like it, but
That would be nice, but that'd require some sort of commercial district. They don't even have a blacksmith, let alone a goldsmith. At least not in this district, and I don't look forward to pining through 40-odd warrens to get to one.
fair enough.
And the kobolds we have found don't even know their own way around their own city. Not knowing if they have a goldsmith, let alone where one might be. For creatures that tend to excel at mining, I'd expect more, but... Well, I can know better than to expect more from a kobold anyway.
Hello. Where could we seek out lodging for the evening?
We have rooms and board here. A silver room.
That will do. Burl's just going to clumsily drop 5 silver on the counter.
Thank you for your custom.
They brush the 5 silver.
Do you want your change?
Change? Yes, please.
They give you back a silver.
I don't know what. All right. We have rooms for the night here.
They have rooms here?
Apparently so.
Well, enough then. I say vote that we hunker down in the same room in case something decides it wants to be mad at us. I've
That
got
is
my
a fair
hammock.
idea.
As long as the walls are wooden, I can pin my hammock to him. I'm ready to stir this rat's nest and find out what has it out for us.
It's about time we get some answers.
What is the week layout in this world, by the way?
Same as standard.
Okay.
I didn't want to like mess with things too much. Different month names, fine, but like different week structure. I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, I know what my favorite week structure is.
Hmm.
It comes from Final Fantasy XI. It's there's 8 days in the week, and it's Fire's Day, Earth's Day, Water's Day, Wind's Day, Ice Day, Lightning Day, Light Day, Dark Day, and lights and darks are the weekend. Just, it's like, yeah, that tracks. Pardon me.
Okay, but Wednesday is very funny.
Isn't it? It's in the middle of the week too.
We will name this day. When's the next day?
Well, we have our pick of 4 rooms. I bought 4 rooms.
Honestly, that's probably for the best. Hey, you only need to half sleep, right? Trees and all that.
Correct.
You want to blockade the door when you with your body when you go to bed?
That does just as well for me.
All right. Well, let's consider the hornet's nest shook. I just as soon get rid of all these crystals too, but well, I actually do still want those earrings, so we'll hold on. I'll hold on to these for now. Maybe worth something of value. Also, if the food's a bit too bland for you guys, I do have the ability to make some of my own. Just throwing that out there. It's not bad, but it's pork and potatoes. I mean, come on, right?
I wouldn't turn down something a bit more appealing.
Alright, I'll do it in the room. Not to insult the host here, of course.
Are we ready to retire for the evening?
Can't
I
think
am
of
ready.
anything else worth doing here.
I would like you to roll streetwise though.
Easy. Easiest roll of the game.
Wow.
Ah,
It's still a 15, though.
Still 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through your today's interactions with the kobolds and with this location, it with your past, you've probably interacted with plenty of different kobolds because you are a performer. You'll know that these kobolds have been acting extremely strange, which you've already stated. But they are being very weird, and that you'll notice that there's something just missing with the town.
Well, I don't know if I would know enough to know that something was missing with the town.
Well, so not messing with the town. I'm saying it feels like the town is a bit like empty.
Something feels off.
Yeah, it feels off.
All the more reason to leave. So, we'll spend the night here. Maybe we flushed out whatever's hiding, maybe we didn't. Either way, we head back to Everthere. If we don't get fog on the way, then maybe we try going off another direction, seeing if we're free. And if we get fogged at any point in that process, then, well, we try to mess up whatever its plans are for us so bad that it has to confront us, or let us go. Sound good?
Indeed.
Yes.
Great. I need a better border for my token. Sorry. And if we are free, you guys are more than welcome to a show.
That does sound quite delightful.
Funnily enough, thanks to what we found in that tomb, I'm pretty sure this is the first time I'd be able to afford one of those tickets you mentioned.
Fair on. Oh, that's how I spin this. Whee!
Beanie.
But if you're going to sleep, then as you sleep, you don't seem to get any really strange dreams this time. However, you get a sense of relief, of satisfactions for some reason. And you awaken.
Alright. Good morning, all.
That was good sleep.
Yeah, haven't slept that well since, well, you know.
No conjoined dreams this time either.
Yes, definitely thankful for that.
Well, I reckon we head back to town. You know, a useful town.
Yes. Wait. Where is everyone?
As you exit the tavern, you notice everyone is missing.
Oh. You missed
Oh.
it. Also, quick AFK while I let a puppy dog out.
Hey, puppy.
This is meant to be a fairly populated town, isn't it?
Considering it's a kobold warren, even being without a single entity in sight for even a moment is concerning.
I'm waiting for the pupper thing to return, or to
Yeah.
be concluded.
I will take a look at items in the meantime.
Back.
Welcome back.
Well, onwards then.
As you make your way to the gate, there's nothing but an eerie sense of solitude, of silence.
This is mildly uncomfortable.
Mildly is putting it lightly.
Yeah. Let's get the heck out of here.
And as you move past the customs office, you'll notice that everything is strange. The items on the desks are missing, and it looks like there's been years of dust covering the tables. Do you just leave?
All the faster. Unless you're like, just to be so real with you, unless you, the DM, are about to offer a compelling reason to stay, yes, I think we get the heck out of here.
Okay.
Like, we have no reason to be here or to want to be here, and weird things happening sounds like a problem for not us. Like, we don't have a plot hook here.
Yeah, this isn't exactly the Scooby-Doo crew. We don't just
Yeah.
say, ooh, a mystery. We say, oh, a mystery. Let's leave.
Not my horse, not my race.
As you leave, I assume quickly, you'll notice that, like everything else, cobblestone is consumed then by the darkness. However, as you're moving towards, I believe, Ever there, rolling some stuff.
Oh,
What roll?
did we still want to stop by and visit the old woman again?
I mean, if it matches when we want to go to bed, then absolutely. She's nice. Has very good cake. Has pie.
Well, she asked for potential escort to Ever there.
Yeah, I'm down. Oh, and in the evening, I would have used my free ritual for the day to, to Traveler's Feast.
Which would have made a delicious feast for everyone.
Yeah, it's the non-buff version of Heroic Feast. It's actually is just food.
So it's just a feast,
Yeah.
which is still quite good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a couple of feast, skills in D&D. Usually they give you a buff for the day. This one is, you guys would eat. What do you want?
You don't starve.
Yeah.
To order Chinese food from the Feywild.
Oh gosh.
Sounds delicious. No, we would knock politely. Yeah. Hero's Feast. Cures disease, cures poison, becomes immune to poison, becomes immune to frightening, gives you advantage on all wisdom saving throws, gives you 2d10 max HP increase, and all these last for 24 hours. Hero's Feast is strong.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of stuff. But as you leave Cobblestone, it doesn't seem to take very long for you to make it back to the forest cabin that you have eaten at before.
I knock politely.
Oh, come in! You hear a voice tell you. Oh, it's you again!
Hey there. How are you doing? You well?
I'm doing very well, thank you for asking.
We are headed our way back to that town we told you about earlier. Would you be interested in an escort if you wanted to come with?
Oh, sure.
Great, we'd be glad to have you.
Are you leaving now, or?
Whenever you want. If you want a full day to get your stuff in order, then that's fine. And otherwise, we were just, going to lounge about, do some practice and training for our, various fitnesses.
She steps out of her house, closes the door behind her, and snaps her fingers as the whole thing vanishes.
Out of character, I expected that to happen.
Okay, where is this town?
It's right north along the road. That's handy. Can you pull that? Can you recreate that anywhere, or is that just an illusion disguise?
Oh, I can make that come back whatever I want.
That is so convenient.
Amazingly handy.
Hmm.
And I suppose you head over to Ever there?
Yee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where your tokens are. Oh, I see.
All the way to the south. That's, I think, where we left them.
Probably somehow in the void off the
Yep,
map again.
It was in the void off the map again.
Based. it's just fun that way, Nothing of note happens on the walk?
Nope, nothing of note happens on the walk. And it doesn't even seem to take you very long to get to ever there.
Does our tag-along seem to comment on that?
Not at all. She actually seems to be, she seems to be ahead of the pack. Walking briskly ahead of everyone.
Nice. I wasn't too worried about that.
To the tree.
The tree where we hang out.
Well, the tree of apple of how and see how much it's grown.
Oh, true.
There is a small sprout growing. Nothing of too much significance, but it has grown.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
Yay, apples!
Yay!
Yay!
Hey. You know what that means?
Apples.
Apple pie.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Someday.
Someday, apple pie.
The best time to plant a tree. You know when the best time to plant a tree is, right?
when?
10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know when the second best time to plant a tree is?
When?
Now.
Oh, okay.
Old saying.
Mm-hmm. I've not heard it before, but it makes sense.
Yep, the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is today.
Anyway, as you enter town, nothing much of note has happened. Though you'll see a few familiar faces walking amongst crowds now.
There's crowds now?
Hmm.
That
Well,
itself
not
is
real-
new.
Not really. Not really. You know what I mean.
I don't have any idea what you mean.
Okay, among the faces. There,
Oh, okay.
There you see like a few of the bandits that you've recruited.
Rehabilitated, thank you.
Rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated. Into the town hall.
Hello. I see the bandits have made their way here. Former
Call them
bandits.
that.
The bandits.
Workers.
I see the... Yes, workers.
Oh, I see. I suppose that solves two problems then.
We're very good at things.
It's amazing how easy it is to help people realize that reformation instead of banditry is a better option on the table when you remove the one idiot who decided otherwise.
It helps when you stab someone.
Oh, that must have been the pile of crap that they were talking about as they carried in that individual.
Oh,
Ah,
put him up outside the gates?
Well, we shipped them off to be tried.
Fun. Well, bandit problem down. Worker problem down. And we took care of some ancient stuff that we found out in the wilds.
Ancient stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarven ruins with some active golems.
So, you know,
Oh.
you're welcome.
sounds very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
We also arrive with an experienced cook in tow.
That's right.
As for the dangers of the ruins, I wouldn't call it that dangerous. They were mostly waylaid by a stick and a door.
Okay, but you do take an elbow to the ribs in the middle of that statement. Very dangerous. Anyone could have walked in there, gotten hurt.
I see. And you just found it.
Yep. Honestly, we thought it might have been a little hovel of some sort. And we were the ones who got in the trap.
How peculiar.
Anyway, handled now.
Well, I suppose you're owed a reward then. He looks on the paper that he's been working on, scratches off a few things, heads over to his vault and starts pulling out money. Returns to you and pays you 3,500 gold.
Whew.
Shame there's still no commercial district to spend it in, but we do appreciate the gesture. Thank you kindly.
Oh, no, thank you.
One day we will make this the commercial district.
875, by the way.
Mhm.
Boy, who would have thought having your life waylaid by some unforeseeable force would be this profitable?
I mean, speak for yourself again, right?
Help, I'm overweight now. I have too much money.
Oh, I think you can just isn't there like waitlist rules for money or?
Probably, but I don't know how to get that.
You can just hit the convert all to platinum.
Yay. I was like 40 pounds gold.
Jeez.
Gold's really heavy. Like, a lot of people don't realize how ridiculously heavy gold is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. When you're talking like coins and whatnot.
And tell me when everyone's done with their inventory.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm
ready.
Same.
I'd just as soon head over to the inn and check out what's going on there. Unless anyone has any pressing business that I need to attend to.
Oh no. I do thank you for assisting this town. It's nice to have more hands on deck.
Unquestionably.
Yeah. Once
I'd
the
say we would.
controlling
Say good.
Once the controlling influence was gone, they seemed quite happy to be able to just be paid labor to buy food on their own.
I'd say I don't know what you do without us, but I guess I do, and it's not great. So you know.
He just frowns at that, but like doesn't really engage.
The passive aggression is real.
Yeah, and like, how's he gonna respond to that? They're kinda right.
Bad, because even Egg is kind of passive aggressive against him.
I mean, they've kind of got it coming, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, getting passively aggressively hit with that, and just I want to pretend you're wrong, but you're not.
Yes. Unless you have any news of goings on since when we last left. Also, how long ago was that? I cannot keep track of time anymore.
Oh, that was about 6 weeks actually.
Hells.
Okay. Unless you have gotten new news of events in that time, we are going to go look and see what else we can do.
Okay.
Oh, and this is Agnes. I don't actually know her name. I'm gonna assume it's Agnes. It's probably Agnes, though, right?
Statistically,
dear, my
it's
name's
Agnes.
Brenda. Brenda Baker.
This is something that we, in character, we would have to have known from our long discussion with her before. But yeah,
Yeah.
where can she set up her shop? I guess.
Set up her shop.
She has a very nice tent. Don't worry about it. She just needs to know where it can go.
Well, we'll talk about that later, and set up something.
Okay. Well,
He looks rather confused about like the tent, the
I feel like every conversation he has with us, he has two less things to worry about, and 3 more things to worry about.
Hey, to be fair, that's basically any conversation with me as well. So, like, you know.
2 less things to worry about, but like 6 more questions.
Buck, how long have you known me?
I mean, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I guess we make our way out to the inn where plot can plot.
I guess Brenda just goes off and does her own thing. Granny things.
Granny Baker
Just
things.
granny things.
This Vivian comes in and does acrobatics for the kobolds.
I like how the only difference on this table is that the kobolds have switched seats.
True. No, they were at the bar last time, though, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Hey there.
Oh, which one are you talking to?
I was talking to both of them last time when I was doing those letters.
Okay.
It was a group effort. And, yeah, they know everything.
Oh, hi.
How you guys doing? Anything exciting pass?
Oh, no, nothing really exciting happened here. It's kind of boring around here, which is a bit of a good thing because we're being paid to protect it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We made our way down to Kobolton.
Oh, cobblestone?
Yeah, that's the one. It's a strange place, gotta say. Less inviting than I had expected. And I didn't expect much,
Oh.
I gotta to be honest.
What was wrong with your trip to cobblestone?
Yeah, the people were very reserved.
That's not how I remember things there.
Hmm?
Maybe things are different now.
Maybe. I wouldn't recommend the trip, though. Really, so nothing exciting here? I mean,
No, not too much. Other than, we got some more people working out here.
yeah, we
So
sent a
now we
solid
need to build more homes.
Yeah, we sent a solid score of people your way. They have a commons house set up right now, I presume?
Something like that. I think we're just having to share houses now.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's fine. They're all strong. They're all strapping, so they should be able to make the difference up pretty quick. Any news from Orem?
We got a few letters back, but they don't seem very concerned.
Really? Well, they would have been more or less starting the seasons, so they probably would have been quite busy. But I presume that those will be up for, from the bar. I'll go check those out when I have the opportunity. If you need anything, we'll be in town for ever. Cheers, though. Good
Oh.
seeing you.
Okay, have a good day.
Actually, I'm going to. I mean, I don't know. I think that we should discuss as a party first, but I also feel like grabbing those letters so we can discuss those as a party. But I'll come over here and sit with friends first. Okay, I'll go get this. Fine.
Wow.
Sorry, I got a bit distracted looking at something.
Oh, hello.
Hey there. What's new and exciting over here?
Whoa, we've been trying to plant those saladas. It's been going pretty well.
Oh, good. Extra hands are making everything all the easier too, I reckon.
Oh, yes, it's incredible what people are willing to do for a little bit of food these days.
Yeah. Food, comfort, and peace of mind go a long way, but you're a bartender, that's your whole industry, isn't it?
I suppose. I just took this job because I got all the free booze I can drink.
What more could you ask for? Any, letters and shipments?
Oh, yes, here. He, gives you 3 letters.
Ah, thank you. Great. Any news on those gnomish beans?
Nope, nothing of the sort. They seem to be very hard to acquire.
Yeah, they're from the southern regions, but probably need to find some actual gnomish traders who can... whatever. Alright. Well, we'll take a round, and I'll take, some juice in its place. And whatever's on for dinner.
It is roast with baked potatoes.
I'll come by later to chat, alright?
Okay. Have a good night.
Likewise.
Hello, Skern. How goes it?
Curtin do well. How you do?
Very well indeed. How has protecting the town been?
Uneventful. Did not see bandits for a while.
Yes. But uneventful is good. That means more time for eating.
Yes, Gurn like to eat.
I can tell by the big old spread in front of him. Now, I just wanted to come over and say hello and see how you were doing.
Gurn appreciate. People should stick together.
I hope you have a good evening, and you should have a little bit of food on me. And I just set a gold piece on the table for him to use however he wishes.
Gurn gives you a big pat on the back and a big grin.
I have to go see Skirt. He's important.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad that the workers we sent this way seem to be turning out well. A bit concerning that we have lost 6 more weeks.
Yep. Well, got some letters. We'll see how much we can cipher through it.
Hmm.
Who are the 3 letters from?
They are unmarked.
Oh, good. What are they on?
Hmm?
Paper, parchment, vellum.
Oh, vellum.
Okay. Well, I definitely pull out a knife, cut one open in a way that doesn't damage the paper, as you know, so it could be reused, and pull it out. I'll put it on the table so anyone can look over my shoulder as I'm reading it. You know, look over my side, I guess.
Hmm.
The first one reads, Dear Vivian, I am sorry you are forced to take a vacation. We are doing well. I hope you are doing well. We are doing well. We wait for you to return.
Okay, what's it written with?
It's written in ink, in cursive.
Do I recognize it? Is this...
It doesn't look like anyone's handwriting that you know.
Well, we're screwed.
Hmm.
What do you mean?
This one looks intercepted. No one I know would write like this. No one I know would be be this simple, and the repeated phrase is either an intercepted message that from someone writing it out for us here to read, or it's a cant warning. It's a notice. It's a call that something is wrong and that this communication line is compromised. Either way, we're screwed. Well, I pull out the next one.
It is a Rorschach in vellum.
What do I see?
A butterfly.
Yay!
Hmm.
Well, I take this to mean that whoever received this letter couldn't read it and that it was scrambled. Because that's something that kept on happening to us, right? When we were trying to write letters, things were coming up scrambled. This looks a bit more clever. Whoever sent this back couldn't make heads or tails of the letter and sent it Ender sent this to us as a way of notifying us of that situation, which is both good and bad. But at least this one actually appears to have been returned to us. Why there's a picture of my runaway father on it, I have no idea. I say with a smirk. Because I am assuming that all of you are familiar with the psychological analysis of a Rorschach test.
Earl absolutely is not.
Imagine none of you are. But that makes it funnier.
What is therapy?
Buddy.
That's one of our problems until they go away.
And the third one.
Third letter won't even open.
Define? I mean, if it's a vellum and I have a knife, then that doesn't really math.
It appears to resist any cutting, or peeling, or any form of opening.
Each one stranger than the last.
Hey, Bucket.
Yeah.
I have knock.
I tried to
That
pick
is-
the letter block.
That is an interesting usage of knock.
It works against arcane locks, and if this is not opening, that would likely be an arcane lock.
Okay, but now I'm just imagining Vivian just smacking the end of her her staff on it for a couple of seconds.
I'm trying to figure out what you have to roll to do the arcane lock.
Knock is just an Arcana check +5. And yeah.
We can do it.
I don't actually have very good Arcana, honestly, but I'm using a hero point to reroll that, if I may.
Do you have hero points now? Or you mean
Action point?
action point?
Action point.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's more like it. That's a 21, and considering DC for a lock that you cannot reach is often 20, I'm hoping. I mean, that's entirely yours, just but
It peels open.
actually, wait, I'm sorry, that is 26. Actually, it's Arcana +5 because of the ritual.
Mm-hmm. But it peels open.
Okay.
Inside is a banana.
Tasty.
Inside is not anything you would call a note. However, it just simply says Vivian the.
Yep, we're screwed. Oh, 6 heavens and 7 hells. We are completely boned.
Do you think it is a relatively mundane tampering, or do you think this is some scrambling nonsense brought on by our current position?
Honestly, I give it even odds. There's more to this note that is simply also ciphered or arcane locked or hidden, but I don't have enough skill in that side of things.
Quick, use some lemon juice.
Hey, if you got a lemon, be my guest. Just don't damage it if you can. Well, I guess it's vellum, so we should be able to wash it off if it doesn't show anything. Yeah, by all means.
I do not have a lemon is my issue.
I mean, I can travelers feast up some citrus if they don't have any here.
Do you perhaps have a lemon?
I have a lemon, yes, why?
I would like to buy a lemon.
You can just have a lemon.
Thank you.
Lemon's actually a pretty big ask for a place like this.
I place down the lemon on the table.
I just sort of stare at Egg.
I just heard
How?
lemon juice can reveal messages.
How? Do you ask it politely?
Goroth would take the lemon. Could you hand me the message real quick? Did she hand Goroth the message?
Oh, yes, sorry, yeah, it was on the table. Yeah. It's on the table, feel free.
Okay. Goroth would take the message. He then, with his teeth, kind of nips the very tip of the lemon off and the rind and just eats it. And then kind of squeezes the lemon, lightly dripping some of the juice onto the message. Spreads it out a bit. Then holds it close to his mouth and starts breathing hard on it to heat it up a little, and watches to see if there's any change.
There is no change in the letter.
Well, if there is a more mundane way to see through the changes to this, this is not it. He then puts the note back down.
Else. Good. Good. Mm-hmm.
Goroth
Vellum
is
now
now
smells
just.
lemony fresh.
Yay.
I was also going to say that Goroth is now currently eating the lemon.
Let it go to waste.
Honestly, Vivian's a health nut. She would take a slice of that and eat it too.
Mm.
If it's offered. Well. If you have any letters or contacts that you can send out that might be a bit more arcanely attuned, Godspeed, I guess.
Goroth grumbles a little. It's like, damn it. I may know some who are more arcanely attuned, but I would prefer not to have any contact with them. On top of which, I would not be able to send them a letter.
If it's ascending, I can do a little of that. Not great at it, though.
I am not sure their exact locations, but they would be among some of the other lizard folk tribe down in the south. Knowing most of them, they would probably go to Clan Jaw.
No, mine wouldn't make it there. I can't do it much more outside more than a city's length, honestly. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it as far as the south. I'd be hard-pressed to even make it down to Cobblestone. I know that my style of sending is more for inside of a city than across the lands.
I merely say this because, while I do know them, and they are more arcanely attuned, the elders of my old tribe would have a better chance of knowing any of this than I do. Otherwise, the only person I truly have ever had real contact with left is Egg.
And any contacts I would have would not want to work with me.
I look at Burl, start to open my mouth to ask, think better of it, and close my mouth. This is very funny to me for some reason.
Asking Burl
The
if they have contacts.
Mm-hmm.
There could be a group that I know that might know something, but they are a very mobile group. It is hard to pin them down like that. They do not stay in many places long.
Okay, I've just been kind of giggling to myself because all of a sudden I just thought, does Pearl have any contacts? Well, I do have a spokesperson, and just describes the Lorax.
Oh gosh.
I speak for the trees.
Oh no. I'm afraid the only people I would know who might have knowledge of this are either passed on or indisposed.
Hells.
This might be a bit of a stretch, but we could ask the old woman. She clearly knows more about magical means than she initially let on.
I drum my finger on the vellum. That's not half bad an idea. Though tempted as I am, I might all but say, hey, let's simply hunker down here for the remainder of the year. I'm less interested in following whatever path this thing lays out for us, and more interested in flushing it out. It clearly needs us, otherwise it wouldn't have be bothering to do something that's very clearly magic intensive as portals and Gaius.
True. It also concerns me that, while Arum is important enough to it that we can still hear you say it, it seems to very much not want you to get there.
Mm-hmm. or anywhere. We tried going in random directions too, and that still forced us to lead it to a location. We've got enough money here to survive out an entire lifetime in a town like this and make the town better in the process. Though as I am to say it, maybe we just put time on our side.
I do not believe I am ready. Cat butt.
But
I do not believe I am ready to settle down like that yet.
Yeah, nor I. Oh, don't get me wrong. I am entirely open to any ideas that you guys have.
So far, the issues are we've only been able to get to certain places. The last one that we were able to get to seemed to go south very quickly. And unless we wish to return to Cobblestone, which I quite frankly do not, I do not like the fact that attempting to go anywhere may very well just lead us to any location that seems to be pointless, to our views at least.
But pointed to whatever's doing this. Sorry, do go on.
I am also concerned that there may be places that it wants us to go that we have simply not reached because they are places we do not want to go.
And if we find one that it wants us to do something at, we sabotage it as brutally as we possibly can.
Well, so far, apart from Cobblestone, it seems to have worked well for us to just be generally helpful in these encounters that we have had.
Far as I can see it, our only two options we actually have in front of us are simply either stay here until whatever it is decides to either get tired of us and select someone else, or actually let us know what it wants, or simply run around like dogs chasing our tails, just simply traveling in directions and just dealing with whatever happens on the way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
My only thought would be traveling with the intent to get nowhere, just to see what happened. See what happens, because it seems to lead us where both it wants us to go and where we want to go somewhat.
So I guess, putting simply, we can either just sit here and wait, just make ourselves useful in town as, I suppose, laborers and entertainment and guardians, or to simply just wander.
Or to lounge. Hard to imagine that this town has seen 1,500 gold in one place before this.
I mean, I know one person that probably did.
Yeah, but that's its own bag of worms.
Yes, and one that we should probably not bother with. At least for now.
Are we being real quick insight or whatever? Are we being listened to by the person behind us?
Roll insight. Well, not insight, but perception, I think.
Oh, well, rip.
You can all roll if you want. Egg and Burl, you can tell that she's not that interested in what you guys are saying. She's probably heard it all at this point from everyone. Also, probably she just respects your business as your business.
I mean, that's the best answer.
I swear that's gotta be the first skill check that Jade's rolled since we started, less than a 10.
No, true though.
I mean, when she's got a +7 to like everything else.
Just bard things. As long as it's not
Just hard things.
As long as it's not history or religion, I'm gonna be okay.
Okay, so the
Barely
next segment, we're all going to church.
Ah, crud, I'm not good at that either. Is it an evil church? Can we punch the priest?
Those
I
are
mean,
two
the
separate
last
questions.
church we... I mean, the last church we went to was just filled with undead, so...
I mean, yeah, just a living evil priest is technically an upgrade. I mean, if we want to wander aimlessly, we could see if maybe we could wander aimlessly looking for those coasts that were mentioned, I guess, months ago now.
Honestly, as much as it pains me to say so, wandering aimlessly might be the best option at the moment. Since as far as I can tell, whatever this thing is definitely preferring our time to be wasted. And I don't know how long it would take for something like this to actually lose its temper enough to actually address what we're doing.
I mean, for all we know, it'll just do a time skip until we're bored. We decide that we're going to live here for a while. Suddenly it is 5 years later, and we have lived here for a while.
Well, if that's the case, I hope that we've lived well.
Well, with our lack of memory for other travel times, I would not know. This last time it has been what? 3 days for us and apparently 6 weeks for them.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we... Wait a minute. Hey, Burl. Do your plants grow at a regular rate?
I suppose so.
And you didn't have
Aside
any
from
additional... You didn't have 6 weeks of growth. I know I didn't have 6 weeks of growth on my hair. I guess I'm the only person here with that.
I don't know why, but that realization is quite funny.
Kind of is, yeah.
Now that you mention it, I haven't had the itching, usually accompanied by my seasonal shed.
So, if they do time skip us forward, it doesn't affect us. We just get to be elves.
Hmm.
That is very odd on its own thing.
All of this is on its own and in aggregate.
I think we should sleep on it and decide in the morning.
Oops.
Oh no, we're zoomed in.
Sorry about that.
That might be a good idea. Give ourselves time to think about it and figure out what best we should do in the morning. If anything, perhaps I should check with the workers in the morning, see how things have been these last few weeks on their end.
Yes. I do think you should do that. You are the big boss.
It's true. I can make morning coffee for everybody with a feast. It's an easy
Make
enough
sure
ritual.
they are being properly fed, not eating snakes or anything like that.
Snake's not half bad.
Goros says nothing, as there's probably been several times on the road that he has fed egg food that was made with snake.
Hank doesn't pay attention when you're cooking. He's usually running around working out. Only reason he has sat here for long enough to have this conversation is because there's people to have the conversation with.
Right then. Well, good evening and good night, I suppose. I'm probably gonna go out and do some training while the sun still burns, but aside from that, and maybe a little bit of rowing on the lake, I have nothing else to plan.
I have no plans either.
I wonder if I can buy one of those canoes.
Would probably only matter if they have spares. If they are required by people, probably not.
That's fair.
I doubt many people here yet have the ability to make more. Would not hurt to inquire.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can timeshare a canoe.
Rent to own. The dream, right? Someday, I'll own my very own canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if only we had the money to afford them. I've never had so much money before. Did not know the coins even came in these colors.
Are you progressing time?
Unless there's anything else anyone else wants to cover, I'm good to go progress time.
Uh,
Yeah, sounds
yeah,
good.
yeah, because have rest time, and then in the morning, Goroth would be finding his second in command to talk to him about the situation on their half of the story.
Okay.
I'm going to, in the morning, make a traveler's feast entirely of just rare foods and coffees and teas that just for anybody who comes in here, low key showing off to the barkeeper, but also showing them some of the cool and interesting dishes that I've had from faraway lands and whatnot. It lasts for an hour, so I'll just spend an hour doing that. Oh no, I'm sorry, it lasts for 24 hours. Wow, really? Duration 24 hours. 5 medium or small creatures for 20 yeah. Looks like the food lasts for 24 hours. And any food that was uneaten disappears at the end of the duration, but if it is eaten, it does sustain you. Sorry. Please go on and do the thing with Gorath. I was just saying words.
But everyone's very impressed with the foods that you have conjured up. Especially Skern. Skern seems to really like that.
I'm sure once they get the moon potatoes going, Skern is going to be in love.
With me? With me? Because I think Skern already is.
With the potatoes.
Just saying.
Lucky to get.
Yeah, this is all Gorath.
Yeah, just...
Aha! I figured out how to teleport
Yeah,
myself.
Goroth would just be going off to find where the guy he made second in command for a second time was.
Quentin, that I believe.
Quentin, yeah.
You find him amongst a few other of the ex-bandits. They appear to be gathering construction materials.
Okay, he would go up to them. It's like, I see you are doing a good job as laborers in the town.
Oh, yeah, boss. We've been doing things. Whatever they say.
Oh, that is very good. And how are you being treated and fed?
I say pretty fairly, better than what Caliban has done.
That is a very low bar to jump. I simply wish to make sure that you are being treated well.
Oh yeah, we're treated really well here. I'm surprised they even let us do anything, considering we were, bandits and all that.
To be honest, I don't think they even realized you were the bandits until just yesterday.
Well, what changed?
Someone may have let slip.
Oops.
Oh, well. Hopefully that don't change anything around here.
I would assume not, considering that, their only response to this was simply to reward us for dealing with you. But If by the time, if I leave the town and by the time I return things are different, just let me know.
Oh, for sure, boss.
And I hear that you sent away that former leader of yours to be tried.
That's what the mayor wanted, at least.
So he's the one who wanted him sent away. Interesting. Well, in any case, I'm glad you're doing well. And, uh, I may ask, considering your previous situation, I doubt this will be anything you really know, but do you perhaps have any former contacts that have more information on arcane knowledge?
That's way over my pay grade, boss.
That is fair and to be expected. But, I figured I'd ask anyway. Well, in that case, simply keep yourselves out of trouble. Let me know if issues come up, and in any case, I am glad that you seem to be doing well here.
As Shin rolls to end this maze.
It's my movement.
You moving.
I figured out how to cue movement.
How do you finish it?
Spacebar.
Oh.
Just you have to stop holding the control button before you hit it. I think. Or you might have to still hold the button. Like,
Yeah. Sick. I'm going to use this knowledge for evil.
Quentin thanks you, and oh my goodness. And
it'll go away once I finish.
he and the other ex-bandits pick up their stuff and continue on to the work site.
Okay. Garoth would give them a reaffirming nod and a polite wave, and then heads off to see how the others are doing.
You just see Egg just kind of randomly running laps around the village in no real direction.
Alright, Garoth would wave to Egg as he continues and checks what Burl and Vivian are doing.
I'm gonna go to Hawks, see if I can buy one of the light fishing, light canoes. That's all. You don't even really need to cover it, it's just, that's what I'm doing.
I see Burl is also doing laps.
Yee.
It's a tool for evil. In combat movement.
Earl is just soaking in the water a bit.
Come over to look. Is it possible for you to soak for too long?
I do not know. I have yet to do so.
I feel like for Burl, their version of like your fingers pruning up after being in the water so long is just them having algae.
Okay,
Oh,
I kind of
no.
love that though.
Algae and barnacles.
They just take a nap in water for too long and they wake up and they just have like a mini coral reef on their foot.
I mean, it's up to you, because Burl did sleep in the water last night.
I don't think that you develop a little ecosystem. That'd
Darn
be a
it.
little bit. That'd be a little much.
Still adorable though.
It'd be adorable, but the moment you leave the water, they all die, and it'd be sad.
Oh no.
Does anyone want to cover anything or do anything?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
I mean, we need you to throw a plot hook at us. We have nothing
Yeah,
to do.
Yeah, unfortunately,
like, we're kind of done.
I kind
Until
of
we
brain
can flesh
farted
out
really
this.
bad earlier, so I apologize.
Do you want to call it now? Because
Yeah,
you seem a bit
probably.
out, and this is a good
Yeah,
break point.
I don't know. I'm kind of I'm just kind of out of it today. I don't know why.
Yeah, notice, but it happens. I vote that we call here, tip our hat, have a session with good roleplay, and yeah, bow gracefully.
Yeah. Honestly, I have
Works for
been
me.
kind of out of it today. So
Yeah.
I don't mind ending early.
Okay. In that case, I am going to mute real quick and raid out, and I'll see everyone later.
Mhm.
In
Okay.
a few seconds, actually.
And good night to everybody watching. I hope you had a good time, because this was still pleasurable. This was still cozy.
Yeah, this was still fun.
Night night.